football now. You're at Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida. Tonight, a good one in the AFC East. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field. Your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New England.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll toss right side to Stevenson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. One is complete, and he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Patriot first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Patriots. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it, and the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots 7, Dolphins nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
Here's Tua to open with a throw. We'll get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play. Tua to Tyree. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll be forced outright. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. In this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner.
And he will score! Julian Hill, touchdown Dolphins.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Gibson. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 17.
That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Jason Marshall on the stop. A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And third down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
On second down, here's a run with Stevenson. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field. And the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside. And they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
He'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to first and goal. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16, and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. When you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And a short pickup down inside the 10.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's May. He'll step up and run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Patriots will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession.
Security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, here's Tua. That's brought in by Darren Waller. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run here with the rookie. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. They'll try it now with Achane.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Taps it forward. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Miami.
That's another Dolphins.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down. And when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they're a handful to track down. Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. That's taken in by Achane. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
24-yard line.
It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll spot Henry, open downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. What a big play there for New England. 32 yards.
The defense is just going to have to find a way, Mike, frankly, to just make this more challenging from the time the quarterback has in the pocket to the amount of separation the receiver has downfield. At this level, that is just too easy. They've got to tighten up both their coverage and find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback. Because if they don't do either, expect a lot more big chunk plays like we just saw there.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. He finds Hollins on the ground. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Portegales for the Patriot field goal. That one doinks off the left upright. No friendly bounce. It's no good. And this will remain a tie ball game.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. We'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd and
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Tua now on third down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
Certain guys just have a knack for finding the ball. In a lot of ways, Mike, you can't even really coach it. We've seen him do it all throughout this game today. Fumble recovery, sack. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets his hand on another one and comes down with a pick.
So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. To throw now, May. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
And in motion, it's Diggs. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Tyrell Dodson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Tua, give it to Achan. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Achan. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Tua. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins going to take the lead. It's now 13-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Play action. Here's May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down, New England.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll run out of the gun, and it's Stevenson. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Here's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The Patriots field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Pats draw even as they tie the game. So, the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Man in motion here is Washington. He'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Milton Williams in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll bring Waller in motion here. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's Jake Bailey now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Ooh. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, May. That one taken in by Douglas. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing is May. He's got Douglas going deep. And he will score. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, New England. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. First down throw for Tua. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 35 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. He'll get to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Here's Tua now on second down. This one caught by Waller. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Escaping to his left.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Man in motion here is Washington. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. Back to the end zone. He's got it. Release Washington. Touchdown, Miami.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play call just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So, take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. They're called in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
Miami Dolphins.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Harold Landry gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is incomplete.
If you're going to give your guy a chance for a jump ball in the end zone, you better make sure you put that ball in the right spot. That seemed to me like the defender had a better chance at it than the receiver did.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead down to 4. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, New England.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Patriots.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Has completed to Douglas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 23-yard line.
Here's Stevenson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Ifitu Melifonwu on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Patriots.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, it's May. Checking it down, this one is caught. New England going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, on comes the rookie, Andres Borregales, for the Patriots field goal.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Patriots will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Hill brought in motion. Take the handoff. Now, Tua. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 5. Here's Tagovailoa. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tua now on 3rd down. Pushed out to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Third quarter begins with a run. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Here's a give to A.J. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring Waller in motion here. They'll stay on the ground with A.J. And not much there. Good defense. held to no gain.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Receiver in motion, headed left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession.
Trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Tua. This throw right side is caught by him. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
3rd and 10.
Third and 10. Here's 2. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. May gonna look to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the ground, Gibson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in 3rd and long. After being stuffed for a loss on 1st down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. 3rd and long.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's May. He'll step up and run. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Stevenson, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 3.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Throwing now is May. That one's taken in. Middle of the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point is up and through. And the Pats will extend this 3rd quarter lead. All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Washington now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll toss it here to Achane. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now Tua. Moving to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down. Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
Tua gonna throw. Open man, Malik Washington. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Once again, it's A-Chan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd down and 9. Throwing is Tua. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And now it's 4th down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. Carry now for Gibson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Down at the 30-yard line. A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run here with Gibson. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as the tackle's made at the 36.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches.
Here's May. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, New England.
The Patriot 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Now, May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is made. He'll look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This is a great example of why staying on schedule and ahead of the sticks is so critical. Because even after that big 3rd down pickup, it's not enough for the first, and it brings up 4th down.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Pats will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. Wow. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The bootleg, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for 2. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. 17 yards that time to number 17.
17 yards.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
2 and out on 1st down. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Again, it's 2. Throw on the run is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
16-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance.
And he'll take this one in. Ollie Gordon. Touchdown, Dolphins. light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Dolphins 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Play fake. Here's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's found his receiver, Butte. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
On the play brings up third down.
May to throw again. Open man, left side. He's got it. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
New England.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up second down. Here's May again. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Throwing on third down is May. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. First down throw for Tua. This one complete to Washington. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Miami.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Akine. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 2. Tua, give it to Achane, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's taken in by Achane. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. From the pistol, here's Achane. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
26.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
First and goal.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 65 yards.
That ball is dropped in a bucket, Mike. I mean, this defense, they continue to bring pressure with the variety of blitz packages that they have, but they're just not getting home. And as a result, they stress their coverage, and he ends up putting that one right on the money.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Douglas in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll try and throw. Here's May. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, New England. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Borregales now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Patriots will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Dolphins 26.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. His throw left side is complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
For a Miami Dolphins
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
On the ground, here is H.N. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tua. Scrambling to his left. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
They'll run this one straight ahead with H.N. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Tua. Got his man at the 6. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's good for a
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. And he will score. Game on. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the deficit to 7.
The score, Patriots 40, Dolphins 33.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
We'll go play action with May. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Working out of the gun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Here's first and 10. Off play action, it's Tua. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
They'll come up now for second down.
34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. It's made there by Waddle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Tua. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Hill brought in motion. Fake the head. Now, Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. There's that man again. Another catch.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Second and 7. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game.
That is high. What a throw. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This is 1st and 10. Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
May to throw on 2nd down. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. This one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Julian Hill. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd down. Now it's H.A. Crazy. He'll get this inside the 20. A nice run there in the red zone. It's 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So now, pressure situation, for Riley Patterson. This to win the game. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here comes Antonio Gibson out of his end zone. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.